I love this move. I love it so much. You got him, Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr.
End of the day, Chargers looking real good with the J.C. Jackson signing. But all right, so that was the Khalil Mack trade. Now we're going to the next move the Chargers made. Once again, still not in ink, but there's an agreement in place. J.C. Jackson, probably the top corner of this free agent class, one of the top corners in the league, probably. Mr. INT, he signs with the Los Angeles Chargers. John, your thoughts?
I love this move. I love it so much. I feel like this move allows for Brandon Staley to commit more resources to the run defense, and not resources in terms of like cap or anything like that, but you just get an incredibly reliable corner because sure, the Chargers had a pretty decent secondary last year, but now you get a true number one corner who you can leave on an island and you know he's going to be able to do his job and he forces turnovers. I think that's a key differentiator between J.C. Jackson and a lot of these other top tier corners. Is not only now, but he gets a lot of interceptions, as you said, Mr. INT himself. But I think that him being in that back end now, you got him, Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr. So like now you have some options back there, and that just allows you to put more people in the box because you're more comfortable in who you have in some one-on-one situations on the outside. And so you add Khalil Mack. Now you can devote even maybe another safety down or keep your linebackers in the box, something along those lines to stop the run. I love this move so much for the Chargers. Once again, Justin Herbert on his rookie contract. Go all in right now. This is the best time to win a Super Bowl because you can, put all that money into all these other positions that in about 3 years you can't when Justin Herbert gets paid a ton. So I love this move so much for the Chargers. I was a bit surprised that the Patriots weren't more competitive to try and keep him. I thought they'd franchise tag him. They didn't. They let him walk. And I think that he ended up in a great situation. And I think that the Chargers overall, like they're looking like a really scary team now.
Yeah, you mentioned the money. I believe I did read that most of the guaranteed money is in those first 2 years, and I think so that really credit to their accounting, whoever structured that contract to work for both sides, really. But yeah, you mentioned also now I mentioned the first round pick with the Khalil Mack trade, but once again here now you can use that for maybe just strictly defensive tackle or a linebacker in the draft to help address the run, or maybe another wide receiver to add another weapon, or maybe offensive lineman. It just allows you to be more flexibility with that pick to invest it somewhere else too. So yeah, I love it. I love the pickup, especially for the price point. We're hearing he's got Jalen Ramsey money, and maybe that was just more to push this price tag up because he didn't really get to $20 million that Jalen Ramsey's getting. I think it's like about 18 the first few years, and it kind of dips down. But nonetheless, yeah, coming from New England, they played a lot of man-to-man. But definitely won't be playing as much man-to-man here in L.A., but he'll be doing so with a great pass rush, something he didn't really have as much in New England. End of the day, Chargers looking real good with the J.C. Jackson signing as well. So we'll see how that pans out because sometimes it just doesn't work, but I believe it will, and I'm sure you do too. So,
and I do want to throw this out there. They do still have cap space. I mean, I've been hearing they're still in the mix for Bobby Wagner. Like there's some other options out there that they could still make a splash.
Yeah, and just before we even go any further, like we still have like kind of just dipped our toe into free agency. There's still a lot of good free agents out there. Once again, we're still, I mean, as we're recording on Tuesday the 15th, it's still not technically, pen to ink agreements, but tomorrow, Wednesday, I think is when they do, all the agreements can become official. So maybe we'll see more people make decisions then. So, alrighty, so that was the LA Chargers.